Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's me, your girl Shantae. Yes, I am back with another video. If you've been here before, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome, and thank you all so much. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you for joining my channel today. Shake it up with Shantae. Well, I will be showing you guys today how I do my country style fried ribs and also how I fry my baby back ribs. So it won't be a long video, very simple. Let's jump right into it. Alright y'all, so here I have my whole slab of baby back ribs. As you can see, it's not a real big slab. This is not your regular big slab of ribs like your pork ribs. They are pork ribs nonetheless, but they are baby backs. So the first thing you want to do is I have cleaned these, washed these however you want to wash them and clean these. I did mine with a little vinegar and a little salt, and I let it sit and then I rinsed it off. That's all I did to it. So I'm gonna flip it over on the back. I'm gonna take this skin, this layer of skin off the back. It's the membrane of the rib. I'm gonna take this off, and as you can see, it's really simple to pull it up. I just took my finger and stuck it up under there, and I'm just gonna pull this part off. Really simple, just like this. You don't want this part on the rib because this tends to just fry and burn and makes the rib kind of tough. Now this is where it's going to be tender. I don't have to put any meat tenderizer on this, and I don't have to put any seasoning on this because what I have here is my seasoned flour. This is plain flour. I put garlic powder in there, onion powder, a little accent, paprika, a little salt, and of course I put some complete in it, and I just mixed it up. That's what I'm going to be putting my ribs in. That's the flour that I'm going to use to fry my ribs. And I have my oil over here that I'm going to turn on right now so that can start heating up, and then I'm going to cut these ribs. So you can either slice your ribs by the bone or you can do every other bone. So I like to do mine bone by bone. So this is one bone. This is how this is going to be fried. Just like that. That's one bone. This is the second bone. And now if you want to make your pieces bigger, you can. You could just go to every other bone. But I like to do mine bone by bone. And I just slice it right down the middle. Right down the middle. Really simple. If you got you a really good sharp knife, it's very easy to do. Very easy to do. See how easy that comes off? Oh, and my flour, I also added, I forgot to mention this, but I added about a half a cup of breadcrumbs so that the flour and the breadcrumbs together will bind to my ribs easier, and it will stick and it won't come off in my oil as it's frying. And make sure that you have your oil on a high enough temperature so that none of your batter will fall off of it. Everything will be covered. Now, those are my baby back ribs that I just cut up. You see how quickly it took me to cut them up. Very easy to do. I also have some, let me grab these pieces. I also have some country style ribs here that they're boneless. They're boneless. They're pork ribs, but they're the country style brand. I've already washed these off. I have these as well. I'm cooking all this food, y'all, and I don't know who's gonna eat it. Anyway, so I'm not gonna season these either. Only thing I'm gonna put on here is a little paprika. I will do that, but all my other seasonings I put in my flour mixture. But I am gonna put some paprika on all of this. Okay, you can put whatever seasoning you like. If you want to go ahead and season up your ribs, you can do that. I just like to season my flour. I like to season my flour, but everybody don't like to season their flour. They just want to take their meat and they want to put whatever seasoning they want, and you can do that because it's your food. Like, this is my food. So if you want to do it your way, you most definitely can. All of this stuff is substitutable. All of these seasonings are substitutable, and if you want to substitute some garlic powder for some salt or whatever, Sazon, whatever y'all call that stuff y'all be using, honey, do that, just that. If you want to put some Old Bay on it, You can put whatever you want on your ribs because they're yours. So I'm going to let my oil continue to heat up. Maybe it's going to take about another maybe 10 minutes before it get where I want it to be. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to batter my ribs, and I'm going to show you once I drop them in the oil. Give me about 5 minutes. Alright y'all, so my oil is hot and I have my ribs that I've already cut up previously. These are the baby back ones, so I'm gonna kind of coat these first before just putting them in there one at a time, because I want them to cook all at the same time. I'll try to coat a few pieces first and then drop them in instead of dropping them one at a time. You know, like we normally do chicken. I'm gonna coat a few and then I'll drop a few. Alright, so I have 4 pieces that I'm gonna drop down. I'm gonna drop these down into the oil. I have my oil on medium high. So I put 5 pieces in. I'm gonna let them cook. I'm not gonna touch them until I can see them getting a little golden brown. So I'm gonna let them cook for about 4 minutes before I even touch them, to just move them around, because I don't want any of the flour falling off of them. So once you put your chicken or whatever that you're frying and it have flour on it, like loose flour like this and not a batter, just leave it once you lay it in the oil, because you don't want the flour to fall off and then your oil starts burning and you got to change your oil because all the flour is burning at the bottom. Leave it alone for about a good 5 minutes until it starts to brown a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do here. It shouldn't take these ribs no more than between 12 and 13 minutes to fully cook. So I'll come back in 5 minutes and show you where they are. Alright you all, so my ribs are done. My fried ribs are done. It took them about 10 minutes, I want to say. I didn't touch them or anything. And they are the perfect golden brown. I mean, they are absolutely perfect. They came out perfect. I didn't lose any flour. When you're making these, if you ever try to make these are the baby backs right here. These are all the baby backs. When you attempt to make these, make sure you add a little either cornmeal or breadcrumbs to your flour, so that it can stay on there and your ribs will come out perfectly just like this every time. You see, they didn't lose any flour. I mean, they're absolutely perfectly coated. Nothing fell off them. I mean, perfectly coated. So I'm gonna put my second batch in. Alright, so I have my spare ribs here. I'm gonna do these. I'm gonna coat them just the same in the same seasoned flour mixture that I had. I put, like I said, I put like a half a cup of breadcrumbs in with my flour, and my flour is about 2 cups of flour that I use, and I put a half a cup of breadcrumbs in here, like a regular Italian breadcrumbs, nothing special, just Italian breadcrumbs. And I put my seasonings in here. Whatever seasoning you want to put in yours, you can do so. So this is my second batch going in. The same oil, same temperature, nothing has changed. You drop them in, you let them go. Drop them in and leave them alone. And now, like I said, it took about 10 minutes for them to cook all the way. I have 2 little pieces of the spare ribs that I know I'm going to just drop them in. Anyway, they'll be done in probably 4 minutes or so. Just drop those in. And that's it. We'll be right back. Alright, y'all. So my second batch of ribs, my last batch of ribs are finally done. Oh my God, you guys. When I tell you, this kitchen smells so good. And this kitchen in this house smells so good. I bet the neighbors are wondering, what the heck is that girl over there cooking? I am cooking in this kitchen, y'all. When I tell y'all I'm cooking in this kitchen, I am cooking. All right, so that's my last batch of ribs right there. These are the country style ribs right here. These are the boneless ribs. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. And these are the baby bags. Look how meaty that is. I'm going to plate this. I also cook some what I call my brock squash. It's broccoli and squash and onions that I sauteed. I'm going to plate that with this, and I'll have a separate video on how I did my broccoli and squash. I have some cheddar biscuits that I store-bought. I did not make them, but they're frozen. They're delicious. I have some sauce that I'm making. Let me plate this, and I will show you guys how it tastes in just a second. All right, y'all. My ribs is done and plated. I have my brock squash done. If you're here for that video, this is my broccoli and squash and onions that I sauteed in garlic and butter. Delicious, very simple recipe. Watch the entire video. It's gonna explain to you how I made that, but this video right here is about fried ribs, okay? These are the ribs I fried. I have some sauce. Before I dip that, I'm gonna taste this first and let you all know how it tastes. When I tell y'all, best fried ribs I've ever had, yes it is, and I'm no chef, but this is the best fried ribs I've ever had. Goodness. That seasoned flour, good, very, very good. This is so good I can't even dip it in the sauce. They're meaty, juicy, tender. Just falls right off the bone. Oh my goodness. This is good. That was a baby back rib. This is the country style rib. I'm gonna dip this. I have some homemade barbecue sauce that I made. Woo! This is good. Too good. I have some cheddar biscuits that were frozen. And I mean, these biscuits are the best. I don't even forgot the name of them. I threw the box away, but it took about 8 minutes to bake them in the oven. Also good. Y'all have to try this brock squash. When I tell you, if you're vegetarian, this is the perfect thing for you. It's squash, broccoli, onions. I sauteed it in garlic and butter. I seasoned it with a whole bunch of other stuff. Watch the video. Cooked it for about 10 minutes. Great. Y'all know what time it is. Time for me to enjoy this meal. I won't hold y'all for too long. This is the country fried baby back fried rib video, but I have another video. I shot 2 videos today, so y'all might see me back to back with the same thing on. I shot 2 videos today. I did one with the brock squash, with the broccoli and squash, and then I did another one with the fried ribs. Please watch both videos. I appreciate you tuning in to Shake It Up with Shantae today. I'm gonna finish this meal. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and do so. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, so every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Thank you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.